Louisiana Beer Reviews, Lump of Coal, Dark Holiday Stout. Much more than you deserve for Christmas this year. English Ale. This is 16.9 ounces, 500 milliliter bottle. It better be the best beer I ever had in my life for $5.99 for this bottle at Rouse's. It's from Ridgeway Brewing in merry old England. The ingredients are water, barley, sugar, okay, hops, and yeast. So it has sugar added. Be curious to see what it would be like without that sweetener. Probably pretty bitter. And it's got the nice little neck there and the ugly label with the lump of coal. This is it for the Christmas season. Carnival starts today. It's Epiphany. Christmas is over for 2014, 2015. So this will be a good closeout. Ooh, look at that smoke. Now I've had the Bad Elf, the Criminally Bad Elf, the Insanely Bad Elf, Santa's Butt, that reindeer one, whatever it's called. I had most of the ones from the Ridgeway holiday line. Beige head, kind of a reddish brown appearance. It's dark, I mean, but with the sun obscured by clouds, but I pick up some reddish brown. 8% alcohol, don't know the international bitterness units. It's got a lot of calories. Gets an okay score on Beer Advocate, so they're saying a C. 69 out of 100 on Rapier, 39 out of 100 for the style. Not too hot. The Beer and Me saying excellent. Here's Mary. This is a thick book. It took forever to read this thing. Somebody gave it to me. It's Mary Chestnut's diary. She was from a well-to-do Southern family in South Carolina, and she wrote a diary before, during, and after the war on the South. And she just has she was talking to everybody, and kind of a gossip, I guess. And she was just keeping records of not records, but just talk of the day all throughout the war. And here she is on April 13th, the day after the attack on Fort Sumter. She said, "These women have a satisfying face." She's talking about all the women in South Carolina. "God is on our side," they cry. "When we are shut in, we," Mrs. Wigfall and I, ask why. She's asking, why is God on our side? And we are told by the other ladies, of course, he hates the Yankees. Okay, so it's a fascinating book. Back to the beer. It's an interesting smell. It's not a whole lot of aroma, but it's dark roasted, medium to dark roasted barley malt. Maybe some sweetness. Brown bread crust. Probably need to let it warm some more. It's 55 degrees out here. It's still pretty humid. The dry air is coming in from the cold front. It was up to 76 yesterday, down to 55. Could drop to 28 later this week, overnight. Which is about as cold as we typically get in the winter, and not too many days like that. It does taste kind of like cold. There's some charred from over roasting, like burnt, you know. Bread crust. Pretty good bitterness to balance it. I don't know what, like I said, the IBUs are, but it's probably pretty high. There's creaminess. The mouthfeel is medium. It's not a heavy beer, really. Doesn't seem to be. The finish is on the dry side. It's pretty easy drinking. 8%? Yeah. Nice lacing. Okay, excellent on the Beer and Me. And Beer Advocate saying okay. Well, it's better than okay. It's kind of a strange stout. It's a lot more bitter than a regular stout. I mean, it's really coming out. The bitterness is like, I mean, if you don't like bitterness in beer, you're going to hate this thing. And it's almost like a burnt coal bitterness. It's from the char more than the hops. Well, I'll give it a B+. It's very good, but it's a little harsh in the bitterness area. And it's probably going to be harsh in the alcohol. So, yeah. Anyway, it's saying right there, it's sort of like saying on the bottle, this beer is made to punish you for being bad. It's a deep, rich, sweetly rewarding stout to take the edge off that grim family gathering, that cheerless annual festival of alienation. I think this beer would make the festival of alienation and the grim family gathering more grim, more depressing. So if you want a beer that's going to bring you down and make you frown, this is a good one to get. I'm feeling worse than ever with this thing. Thank you for watching this video production, and y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.